Hey guys, this is Linda from Linda's Paper Crafting, and I thought I'd hop on here today and show you two Valentine cards that I made because it is coming up Valentine's. It'll be here just in a couple of 3 weeks, and so I thought I would show you how I made these really pretty simple but beautiful Valentine cards. So let's get started. So we will need, for our Valentine cards, one sheet of 8.5 by 11 per card. We will also need a 6 by 6 card and a 6 by 6 white card, and we will cut those down just a little bit. So on our base card is going to be, when we get finished with it, it'll come out to be 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. So what I need to do is I need to cut this down. Let's get our trimmer out. By 6 3/4. And then we'll turn it, and I need 9.5 because we are going to score this. So 9.5. And while I have my trimmer out, I'll go ahead and trim down the next one, 9.5. Don't throw your scraps away, guys. Don't throw your scraps away. By 6 3/4. Okay. And let's just go ahead and do our black and our white while we're at it. So our black will be 6.5 by 4.5. 6.5. And our black is already 4.5, guys. So we just need 6.5. Okay. Get that out of there. I'm not going to trim that one. I think this one's going to be okay. Alrighty, and then on our white cardstock, we will need 4 1/8. Let me get that black out of there, guys. 4 1/8. By 6. Four 1/8. By 6. Make sure I got that right. Okay, guys, that's got our cuts. Now, let's lay these aside and bring in our scoreboard. And we will score each one of our card base at 4 3/4. And we're scoring on the 9.5 side. 4 3/4. Alrighty, so let's set that one aside and we'll get started on this one. So the first card that we're going to make will be this card. And I think it's just a really pretty simple card. Really pretty simple card. But elegant card. Okay, so let's roll it over and varnish. Always varnish your foes. Okay, so next we'll bring in our black. Get a snip of that off there. Okay, and we're simply going to, guys, glue it down. Now, we could use double-sided tape if that's what you want to use. I just use my art glitter glue. And let's get that centered. Alright, guys. First layer's on. Let's go ahead and put our second layer on, which would be the white. And if you notice, I've left a good amount of border because I want the black to show through. I want us to have a nice black border. Okay, let's get this on, get it centered. Okay, there we go. We will wallpaper that down. Just wallpaper that down. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add our hearts. So I just took and ran over to my Cricut real quick and cut me out some hearts. Just lay them down, and remember, I always tell you, place it before you glue it. Place it before you glue it. Because you never know, you might want to change your mind on something. And once it's down, guys, it's down. Let's get us a black one. And a red one. Down just a bit. Alrighty, just like that. So now let's just pick them up and glue them down. I cannot believe, guys, how fast time. We are in the latter part of January already. It just seems like January started. Okay. Place it down. Before you know it, we'll be doing Easter. Place it down. Place it down. Alrighty. And one more. Alright, there's the beginning of our card. Now let's come over here and we need to put in our 2 strips. And I chose to put the red on the outer side opposed to the inside because I wanted that contrast with the black. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some glue. Get some glue, guys. And I'm going to turn my card around so I can make sure that I try to get it as straight as possible. Whoops. Okay, press it down. There we go. And we'll do the black the same way. And these strips, guys, are 1/4 inch. So they are 1/4 inch wide. So let's get, now that we have our red down, we can probably lay our black down without turning our card. And we want them pretty much close to each other as possible, but leaving just a tad of white. Alrighty, guys. So there's the top of our card. Now let's put our little love X's and O's on there. So I'm going to bring in my stamp, and I'm going to bring in my real red from Stampin' Pad, and I'm just going to stamp this up. Okay, bring over my little white card here, press down, and come up. Easy peasy, guys, easy peasy. Alrighty, now we need to put that on our black border. We want it to stand up. Okay. Let's get it even, guys. There we go. Alrighty, so now I placed it, I'm going to place mine right here. You can place it wherever you feel like you like where it goes, but I like it setting about across from my red heart. And I'm going to bring it in just a tad. I'm going to cut this, guys, off just a sliver. There we go. And I think I'm going to place it right where my red heart's at. Now I would use a dimensional on this, but since we are putting it on top of our stripes here, I don't think I'm going to need one. I think it'll build it up just a tad. Come over, let your white show through, and then just press it down. Guys, how simple was that? And then you can add your sentiment on the inside. Easy peasy. I think that's my word, easy peasy. Okay, now let's do this one. And this card is the same dimensions as the previous card, as the one we just made. So we'll set that up there. Bring in our white. Fold over. Varnish. Varnish. Okay. Bring in our black. We will load it up with some glue. Get it centered. And wallpaper it down. And when I say wallpaper, guys, as you've heard me on my other tutorials, my other videos, it's just getting the air pockets out of everything. So that way the glue will adhere really good. Bring in our white. Again, we're making a good border. You want a good border. Alrighty. And I gotta say that I think black on white with red makes a beautiful Valentine card. I think it just makes a gorgeous Valentine card. Alright guys, so there we go. So now what we're going to do is we are going to lay our 3 hearts down. One in the center, 2 on the side, like that. Let's bring this one, let's bring him up just a tad, because we're going to put our sentiment, we're going to stamp a sentiment right there. Okay, then bring in our 2 smaller hearts. Okay, and make sure we got them placed where we want them. And I think that looks good. Bring these down just a bit. Okay. Now guys, what I want you to do is I want you to get a Sharpie out. What I want you to do is I want you to draw just a simple line. Just a simple line down. But don't draw straight down. Let's put a little curve to it. So I want you to hold your smallest heart and just draw a line coming off the white. Hold your smallest heart and just draw that line. Let your line flow however you want it to flow. I like my line curvy, so I'm going to do curvy. A straight line I think would not look good because the heart's dangling. Okay, so let's do another curvy. And there we go. Now, remove your hearts and continue your line down to your big heart. Okay. Alrighty. Like that. And put your heart back. Okay, there we go. Now, guys, I want you to make, let me see if I can bring it in so you can see this little heart right here on each one of your strings, and that's where you know your little heart will set. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our like that, just like that. Okay. And there we've tied our hearts off, guys. Alrighty, let's pick up your heart. Apply some glue and lay down. These are very simple to make. Doesn't take long at all to make them, and they turned out really pretty. Alrighty. Put this one down. Come through and pick up our little ones. And bring it up to where you tied it on your string. There we go. Can you see that, guys? I left it zoomed in so you could see what I was doing. And we have hearts on a string. Now, let's bring in our sentiment. And on this one, it's going to say, love you. And I have got my sentiment here. Push this away. But let me show you guys. It's actually, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's actually got a rose on the end of it. I did not want the rose because we're dealing with hearts. So what I done is I just brought my sentiment to the end of my base here, and I'm simply just going to pull this back like that to where it won't get in my way. Load up my ink. Load up my ink. And I'm just going to press down. And there we have it. Now, let's take it and let's mount it on our black cardstock. Alrighty. Now on this one, I am going to add a dimensional because I do want it to stand up just a bit. Just a bit. So I want to add a strip here. Okay. And I'm going to add another strip so it'll be even. Stand up even. Bring in our card. And place it down. Alright guys, we have made 2 Valentine cards in just a matter of, I don't know, about 15 minutes maybe. Simple as that. Simple as that. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they pretty? Whoops, wrong one guys. Here we go. 2 cards, just as simple as that. And then you can add on the inside whatever you want it to say. I'm going to probably think about what I want it to say on the inside of these cards. But we have the base made. And just like that, we can say I love you to someone special in our life. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial from my crafting corner to yours. Hit like and subscribe on my channel. Leave me a comment and have a happy day.